You notice that even though you were a child, you had to act like an adult, like a parent. This is what we call parentification. Parentification is when a child is forced to take up the role of an adult. When a child is forced to take up the role of a parent, sometimes there are different circumstances that can make a child to take up the role of an adult or a parent. And the child becomes the one that is supporting the parent emotionally, or even financially or physically. Example, a parent that has a chronic illness, and so when a child is the one that has to suppress his or her own need to meet up with the family's burden, it is parentification. The one that has to raise his or her siblings, that is parentification. The one that has to always show up strong for others, that is always responsible for others, that is parentification. And you may not know that this is what happened to you. Okay, so how will you know that this is what happened? Because you always look strong, you act strong, but deep within, you're filled with burdens, you're filled with overwhelm. You are not happy because a lot of things are on your mind. You are not just free to be or to live and enjoy life. You are always stressed. How will you know that this is what happened to you? Do you always find it hard to ask for help? Do you always want to show up strong for everyone? You feel like you're responsible for the happiness of everyone? Do you always feel like if you are not there, things may scatter, things may fall apart? Do you find it difficult to set personal boundaries? Sometimes when they are asking you for your personal need, do you find it hard to recognize your own personal need? I want you to move closer. Healing is possible. Healing is available for you. Do you know that it can be a traumatic experience? A child that went through that process, parentification, lost the experience of being a child. You cannot make mistakes. You cannot just enjoy protection of adult. Child always survive, has learned to survive on his or her own. Cannot even be, he has to learn how to protect himself, has to learn how to fend for himself, he has to learn how to be there physically, emotionally, financially for himself. So there is no enjoyment or privilege of a child. For that person, it is traumatic. Another reason why it can be traumatic is that the child eventually learn how to suppress his emotions, learn how to suppress feelings. You cannot act happy, you cannot act as though you are sad, you cannot just be. Who is there? Who's going to be there for you? And so you cannot experience all those things. And another reason is that the nervous system is usually on survival mode. Panic, anxiety, worries, that in fact burnout, that is what this individual experience. And so they are more prone to coming down with some of these mental health challenges. See, and sometimes they are tie love to performance. So if I want to show that I love you, then you have to do something. That is how they know that somebody loves you. Because growing up, people love them for what they are doing, for what they have done. If they did not do it, nobody's going to take care of them or show love or consent to them. And that is why I said you need healing. So if you are on this table, healing is possible for you. You can learn how to drop or unlearn all these unhealthy survival habits that you have learned over time, and you can now learn to build healthier environmental boundaries around yourself. So if you like this video, like it, subscribe to my channel, and follow me for more conversations around mental health. And if you need to speak with a specialist, a psychiatrist, reach out to me via the link in my description or my bio. Thank you.